Hello, my friend. Can I talk to you for a minute? Well, maybe 3 minutes. And I'm going to talk to you, but I'm going to be reading something because I've written it myself. It's what I want to say. But I want it to be succinct and direct and explicit because I consider it very important. So when I'm looking down, you'll know I'm reading what I wrote and I want to say to you. It's about the Israeli Druze Technological and Economic Center, or DTEC, D-E-C as we call it for short, Druze Tech site coming up. Many are not familiar, but there's a wonderful people that live in the Carmel Mountains in Haifa, Israel. Of course, many people are familiar, but many aren't. Where Elijah the prophet fought the battle for the Lord against the worshipers of Baal, and I'm sure you know the story well. This people are called the Druze, and they are in fact the descendants of Jethro, the father-in-law of Moses. I'm really kind of proud and interested in this nation, a community of 120,000, because they, like me, are non-Jewish, but we stand shoulder to shoulder defending the Jewish people and the Jewish state. For the past 72 years, since the miraculous rebirth of the state of Israel, the Druze have proven themselves to be some of Israel's greatest and most heroic warriors, soldiers, and commanders in the IDF, the Israel Defense Forces. They've proven themselves on the battlefield in war and in securing for all of Israel's citizens against terrorism, for freedom, and for liberty. In fact, they themselves have lost over 505 of their own sons in battle and sustained over 1,500 wounded. These are a proud, kind, religious, ethical, and brave people who ask really for nothing in return. Nevertheless, there's still a great gap between the Jewish and the Druze citizens when they leave the army, because they do lack at that point the high-tech skills to participate in this dynamic state. While true, some of course have thrived and do well, the community as a whole has yet to be fully integrated into Israeli society. The Druze of Israel have distinguished themselves as outstanding, fearless warriors and leaders on the battlefield, and there's no reason they should not be just as outstanding in the lab, hospital, or boardroom. The social and economic benefits are significant for the Druze in particular, but for Israel as a whole. And I think many of us do that it's high time we, as Zionist non-Jews and Jews, acknowledge the Druze of Israel and help open up their opportunities for growth. They've earned the right to have many more become doctors, lawyers, academics, and especially high-tech entrepreneurs. They have the ability, the intelligence, and the energy. And that's why after the high holidays, the President of Israel and the religious leadership of the Israeli Druze and leaders of Israel's banking, high-tech, organizational, social, academic, and political elite will gather at the DTEC site in southwestern Carmel Mountains for an official groundbreaking. I, as a Christian, and as one who has studied the Old and New Testaments my whole life. In fact, it shouldn't be old and new, it's all one. It's all one testament, all written by Jews, about Jews, and for Jews, all centering in the little state of Israel, preparing for the coming of Messiah, who would be the Savior of the world. It's all Jewish from start to finish. I've known that. And I have a love for the Druze. And I think we all should join this Israeli Druze high-tech initiative as the Druze community continually defend the only democratic state in the Middle East and the only Jewish state in the world. I think it's our turn to defend their economic future. Will you please view the links below to join the Israeli Druze high-tech initiative? Will you? I'm asking you to do it. That's why I've done this. Shana Tova Matukah. May all be blessed with a happy, sweet, blessed, and prosperous New Year.